my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down, Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 99. Check 99. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Tighten up. What's up? Hurry, hurry.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Mayfield with it once more. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, check. Alert, 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 alert. Pistol, pistol, pistol. What's that?
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 36 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Murray now on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. This complete to the tight end Clay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On first and 10, here's Murray. On the crossing route, complete. It's Bird. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. Murray now on first down, escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And now it's second down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Man left. King. 43 is a mark. 43 is a mark.
Hey, Steve 6. King.
Check 24.
Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd down 6 at the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Single. Watch 80. He likes to get those jump balls.
Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he's got room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Spot. Hey, alert 33.
Check 50.
I got you.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. Able to push his way through. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
14, Cardinals 7. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Going for the deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 63 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
To throw, Mayfield. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert. Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, alert, alert, alert.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 66 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Browns drive about to get started. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Single.
Real.
Check 27. Eyes on 27. Hey, tight ends right. Smooth. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
King.
Man, I got you.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion, because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Mayfield now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So on fourth down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go! Let's go!
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, 53. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
A final shot before half from Murray, escaping the pressure right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Murray now. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, flush to his right. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Landry, the intended target.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Murray. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Joe Schobert came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing now is Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You ain't got nothing.
Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former Sooner Austin Seibert to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Up, babies cry all the way back home.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift! Watch the shift!
1st down, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. This is something that we know that they like to do, incorporating him out of the backfield into their passing attack.
and it's not just a check down option either. This is a full part of their offense, and they rely on the fact that they can get the ball in his hands.
Alert, 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 alert.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 45-yard line.
Set, 180.
50, Mike 50, huh? Check, 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 check.
Run, run, run.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the slant. Kill, kill, kill.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On third down, Mayfield. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Hey, Zoo.
They can't hang with us. Hey, 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 Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
What's that?
Let's go, defense.
What's that?
Defense. All right, who we got?
That.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down now, it's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Seahawks first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after one on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. Caught. It's Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Slam. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
King.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Speaking of Disley, not sure that the Seahawks really knew what they had in this guy. In his 2nd year now out of the University of Washington. If you remember back to his rookie season, a knee injury really cost him most of that year. But he has come back to be a huge part of the Seahawk offense, catching 4 touchdown passes in Seattle's first 5 games. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Third and long, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. The Browns drive about to get started. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get... only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
On the counter, Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Set, 180.
Mike 5-4. Hey, pick your game up.
Alert, 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 alert.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Hey, Alpha.
Back to pass. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. I got it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
You draw quarters. Up, left.
From the 41, Mayfield. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Come on. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Mike 54. Let's go, let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I know he ain't got it.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Here's Carson, and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check, check. Lucky. Big ass.
Now a give right side. Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
180. I'm coming after you. Hey, switch gears.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Two minutes left to go. This one, surprisingly, still scoreless. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 2. Mayfield, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the curl.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
180. 54. Mike, 54. Night, sweetheart.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
180. Mike, 54. Watch the screen.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Mike. 20. Wild Bill. Pistol. Back.
Mayfield to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
A 41-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least because...
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in